believe his name is Jason Voris. He does the Vortex. Now it's called the Church Militant. It's a Roman Catholic broadcast, and he came out with, you know, the Pope is not equal to other bishops because Pope Francis has been getting a lot of attacks, and you could tell he was disgruntled himself and wants to say something, but he says, you know, if anybody's to speak out, it's this cardinal or that cardinal or this bishop or that bishop. Yeah, see, that's no. Anyone in the church. See, once a bishop turns to heresy, they're not a bishop anymore. This is the difference between the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox. Is for the Eastern Orthodox, presbyter or priest and bishop and deacon are offices, not titles. They can be taken away. They can evaporate from you. Nestorius was the patriarch of Constantinople, which was at the time far more powerful than Rome. Rome was a backwater at the time. Nestorius is thrown out. Is he to tell me that if all the that there's no anti-popes, right? And like those who spoke up against the anti-popes were not correct in doing so. Because even the Roman Catholics have a tradition of that. In Orthodoxy, yes, bishops are important. Where the bishop is and the people are, there is the church. You know. Yes, the bishops are absolutely important, but the priesthood of all believers, it's the councils and creeds, right? I mean, what happened to the bishops who sided? There's only one that didn't side with Florence, and that was Mark of Ephesus. Everyone said, let's go back into union with Rome, and they will send their armies and they'll spare us from Muslim murder, rape, and execution. And what was the response? Better the turban of the Turk than the mitre of the Pope. And they executed the bishops, hung them from balconies, eviscerated them, that's slashing their guts open. So when people say, or when I see somebody who clearly doesn't like Pope Francis, you know, really scolding the detractors, who said, hey, he's turning back, hundreds, if not thousands of year-old teaching. That's, in Orthodoxy, we can do that. Because what matters is the creeds, the councils, liturgy. They cannot be changed.